Libra. All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles coming out. You can see that. All right, so you're obviously letting go of something, which is obvious. Something is obvious here. You no longer value something here. Or this is talking about others. Okay, this is like an energy where others are losing the privilege to be in your energy or in your presence because they don't value you. And I always say with you, Libra, you are like the judicial system, right? It's like going to court. Virgo energy is like the lawyer. You got to get your case together. You got to get your facts together. And then you present that to Libra, court. All right. So this may be a judgment here for someone, okay, that you're dealing with. A judgment because someone didn't want to value or treat you with some respect, right? They're just going to go ahead and lose the privilege and the honor and the glory of being in your energy, okay? Benefiting from just being around you, right? Point blank and period. Point blank and period. Now, if you guys are new here, the way my readings are set up, you know, starting from Aries, that's episode 1. You gotta go through the whole series, right? Episode 1, Aries, and then, boom. All right, to get the full story, okay? I do see the Three of Pentacles trying to pop out as I shuffle. Don't know where that came from. But it's safe to say that I feel like somebody may be trying to act right. Trying to work on together here, okay? Collaboration and celebrate. Ow, let me stop playing. Somebody was definitely playing up in your face. All right, now we went to Cancer's reading, or I did Cancer's reading, and energetically the vibe was this is what you guys may be feeling. You felt like you were done allowing MFer to play in your MF face, right? You were done allowing somebody to play in your face. So that's where the care and concern left the building. That may have been a judgment call at that time. And so now you may be making someone aware by way of verbal communication that you're done in some manner, or your actions are showing somebody like, I'm done letting you play in my face, or you told somebody, I'm done letting you play in my face. Regardless, Libra, your energy is about judgment. It's about judgment here, okay? And when somebody leaves the building, okay, emotionally, like, that doesn't just necessarily happen overnight. Somebody, usually women, okay, but, different strokes for different folks. The emotions leave first, and then everything else starts to crumble and tumble. So I feel like with your energy, Libra, with it being public, right? You are ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet, where, people try to manifest attraction, attracting you, attracting love, money, attracting sex. It's all about attraction with you. And everybody wants to attract different things, but at the same time, everybody wants to attract the same thing. Regardless, and the fact that I'm even saying the same thing, you're different. Ooh, Aquarius energy just popped out of nowhere, but we do have Scorpio energy in the air. In the air, and we haven't even gotten to Scorpio episode Scorpio yet. That's actually after you. We haven't even gotten to Scorpio episode yet. And here it is. So you made some type of profound changing. And I feel like it started. It started emotionally, like it really started to hit you emotionally in Cancer's reading. But of course it started with Aries. All right, so forth and so on. Didn't I just say it's judgment? Would you look at that? Would you look at that, Libra? Ooh. And we're gonna go ahead and take that there. We're gonna go ooh. Ace of Cups. The love is runneth over. It's looking like judgment is here. Either somebody gets their act together. Somebody's gonna have to get their act together. And they're going to have to be logical about some things, right? Somebody's going to have to connect with you on an emotional level here, okay? They're going to have to do something. They're going to have to turn down this King of Wands energy that was coming out in Virgo's energy when somebody realized, yo, I've already learned this. I already been there, done that. I'm not about to let somebody just like me for my booty and not my, it ain't about the beauty. It's about your booty. You're not all about that there. Anyway, you made some type of change. You called a judgment. Somebody's no longer getting access to your energy, your goodness, right? And if they want to be a part of your energy or whatever the case is, your life would benefit from whatever you got going. You know, whatever you got going, somebody's gonna have to collaborate. In other words, somebody's gonna have to act right. Okay, because it's giving your way or no way, but this is justified. This is not you just, you know, throwing a bitch fit. This is not you just, you know, trying to see whose, you know, penis is bigger. Okay, this is not you trying to see whose vagina is wetter or tighter. This is a long time coming here. It's a long time coming here. Going back to Gemini's reading only because the magician usually is Gemini energy. Okay, you gotta speak things into existence to what? Libra energy to manifest it. Gemini's reading was titled, both of you has a pattern. One of you is haunted by it. And what I meant by that, so the one person who was haunted by this pattern, they're the ones who have been making changes. They have been the ones who've been aware, consciously aware. They've gone through the ego death. They have walked through the valley, the shadow of the death, Scorpio energy. They have made changes. They have become a new person, i.e. you. And so when I say that is justified, this is not about you, you know, having an ego battle. Oh, I'm pretty, I'm dirty Dan, it's my way or no way. It's not coming from that space. It's coming from, I have done the work on myself. I value myself, and I'll be damned if I allow you in my energy and you don't value me, right? I respect myself. I'll be damned if I allow you in my energy and you don't respect me, right? You know, I have worked on my self-esteem. I have done this, I have done that, and I will be damned if you come up in my energy and show me the complete opposite. I am haunted by that. I have been there and done that. I have grown, okay? I'm not dealing with that anymore, and I will be damned if you come up in my energy and make me question that. If you make me go back to a version of myself that I have grown from. I'm kind of getting the chills over here, Libra. Amen. Can the church say amen? Amen, amen. This is the vibe. Oh, this is the vibe, Libra. I feel like the lighting isn't good enough. That's how I'm knowing you're not getting the praise, the glory, and the honor enough. The lighting just isn't doing what I needed to do. It's not giving what needs to be gave. So it's giving me an energy where somebody's not giving what needs to be gave. So therefore, it's you ain't giving. Because what? They're not giving. You know what I mean? Nah, like, imagine doing all this work, making all these damn sacrifices, and then somebody come up in your energy and make you start from ground one. Make you go back to Aries energy starting all over again. Hell to the no. Hell to the no-no. To the nay-nay, to the no-no. Okay, it's going to be a no-go. Goddamn. Yeah, we have the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords is from the beginning. This is when you don't have to turn the page. This is like when you just turned the page. This is page 1 of the book. Page 1 of the book. This is naive energy, right? This is you don't know nothing energy. Okay? You got a little idea. You think something. But it's you gonna have to, this Page of Swords goes to the Ten of Swords. You gonna have to go ahead and get hurt. You gonna have to, oh, but I thought. You gonna have to learn something there. You gonna have to go through the shadow of the valley of the death. Okay? You think you know something until you know something. You don't know what you don't know. Anyway, this is page 1. It's somebody trying to take you to page 1 when you didn't know nothing. When you, in other words, didn't know the game. You don't know the game. That's where they got you fucked up at, because you know the game. And at this point, you could teach the game, right? And that's what I'm getting from you at this time. You know the game. You could teach the game now. You have mastered it. And if we go back to Virgo's energy, you have mastered it. The Temperance card was coming on out. And happy birthday. It is Libra season. So I'm here for it. I'm fucking here for it. So 4 of Wands energy. If somebody wants to be and build a foundation with you, come back in your energy. And I always say, to build a foundation, you got to have a solid ground. You got to have solid ground. The 4 of Pentacles is the solid ground, and you build upon that like a goddamn house. Like a goddamn house. They make sure that the ground is level. They make sure that the ground is leveled before they build on it. And if they don't, we already know what happens. It's going to crumble and tumble and fumble. So if somebody wants a strong foundation with you, they going to have to go back to the get back They gonna have to go back to the construction board. They gonna have to go ahead and be an architect. They gonna have to get that together there. The plan, the procedures, the structure. It's gonna have to get right. It's gonna have to get right. And you're leading the way here. And again, this has nothing to do with ego. It has nothing to do with ego. And that's where somebody got you fucked up at and left at. In the ego Leo energy. Somebody was on a dummy mission to get a reaction. And the dummy prize is that they got regret. You are the leader here, man or woman. But you see, she is leading. Could be a man or woman, but leading. And she is on the high horse. And he's doing the courting, and he's doing what he needs to do. And there ain't no other way around it. The feminine energy here, man and or woman. And if somebody doesn't want to adhere to that foundation or build on that solid grounding, then they're just going to go ahead and miss out. The one that got away. That's the vibe. Y'all know. Oh, you know. Page of Swords energy. I'm going to go ahead and clarify that for a moment. If you're interested, Libra. The extended version of this reading will be available on YouTube members or Patreon. I am working on a little something. If you're not interested in monthly subscriptions, I'm working on VIMEO. All right, that link to the Vimeo one-time purchase of this video will be available in the description box below. It may or may not, because I'm still working on it. Okay, I'm trying to get the logistics together. And that's what I have. That's the Page of Swords. Y'all know I love me some Libras. Y'all be holding me down. Always have. Always. What is this Page of Swords here reverse? Like, you're not dummy. You're not boo-boo the goddamn fool here. Somebody's gonna have to come correct, or just not come at all. Look at this. The same Emperor energy was coming out in Virgo's reading with the Seven of Wands. Basically, you are the gatekeeper to your Queen of Pentacles, whether you're a man or a woman. Your energy, you're valuable. You know that, like I said. The respect, okay? The love you have for yourself, the respect you have for yourself. You'll be damned if somebody comes up in your energy and dismantles that, breaks that down, has you questioning it. You've worked way too hard. You sacrificed way too much. You are the gatekeeper of your own energy, and it's never going to be the other way around, okay? You've leveled up, and you've mastered this little Page of Swords energy, this little, oh, I think I'm cute. If a man wants me sexually, that means I am that bitch. Or, oh, I got all this money if I'm a man, and my D is this big, and I am the prize because of this. That's young boy, young girl energy. You leveled up from that, okay? You're at a space where, I want somebody who's boring. I want somebody who's boring, who brings me peace. You ain't losing sleep worrying about a F-boy, cheating, Glorilla vibes. Vice versa, you ain't worried about a F-girl cheating. Okay, you want a boring life, okay? A boring relationship that's built on respect, and whatever else that floats your boat for different strokes. Everybody got different strokes for different folks. But that's the energy. You are the main character. That's the energy I'm getting. You're the main character. So somebody better get with the program here. They gotta go with the program. I'll see you in the extended.